Good Sunday evening, everybody. I'm Storm Track 8 meteorologist Brad. I'll start with your web weather video update. Hopefully you've enjoyed a really nice weekend over at the University of Indianapolis today. Another nice day. You can see a little frost there on the lens melted away pretty quickly. Clouds, just a few high, thin clouds building in through the afternoon. And towards the end here, you start to see more of these thicker clouds starting to push back in. These clouds are building in ahead of that next winter storm, which is on the way. And at least for right now, we're still just partly to mostly cloudy. Off to the west, you can start to see some of that light snowfall already trying to push its way across the state line. Wouldn't be surprised if some of this not hitting the ground just yet. It's got to work through some of that drier air, so I think closer to about 10, 11 o'clock, we'll start to see some of this sticking on the ground here in western Indiana, a little closer to the midnight hour, a little bit after, and the overnight here in Indianapolis. So a winter weather advisory has been put up through really the entire state. You can see north all the way to south. It just depends on where you're at when this expires. Here in Indianapolis, it's going to be 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, a little bit later here for our southeastern and northernmost communities. That runs through 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Basically what a winter weather advisory means, it means that travel will be impacted at least at some point, and tomorrow morning is probably going to be the worst of it as that snow starts to push in through the overnight hours. Temperatures drop back into the teens. Anytime between midnight and 1 o'clock, we'll start to see some of that snowfall stick. It'll last all the way through the morning rush tomorrow. Luckily, it's a holiday, so if you do have the day off, go ahead and sleep this one in. If not, just give yourself plenty of extra time to make that commute. You can see by 1 o'clock, that snow starts to push its way a little bit closer to Indy. We'll hold on off and on showers through the overnight hours. Things become a little bit heavier as we work way back towards 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. That'll last until about lunchtime, and then we'll start to clear back out through the afternoon hours. By about 4 or 5 o'clock, we'll dry out here in Indianapolis and continue to clear out for the entire state as we work way back towards tomorrow evening, cooling down in a hurry. But not before we see about 1 to 3 inches of snowfall here across along and north of the I-70 corridor. A little bit further south, this is pretty much the opposite of the storm we just saw at the end of the last week. You can see lesser snow totals the further south you get, up to about an inch towards Bloomington and Columbus. After that, a pretty nice work week on the way. Just a few flurries lingering into Tuesday. A cold day there, but we will start to warm back up. We'll thaw back out by Friday. Saturday and Sunday, those temperatures continue to rise. We'll start to see more rain chances. That's rain changing over to a wintry mix Sunday night to Monday. We'll hold on to the wintry mix chances with a high temperature back at 38 degrees to start next work week.